I hope you're having a great evening. I wanted to show you about limit orders. So inside of the Kinesis system, they have added functionality for doing limit orders. So this video I'm going to do real time. When I start doing the transactions here, I'm going to do them real time. I'm not going to edit out any pauses or blanks or anything because I want you to see how fast the system works today. So in addition to learning about limit orders, we'll demonstrate how fast the Kinesis system actually operates in real life. What is a limit order? A limit order comes to us from the stock market and trading stocks and such. And the idea is, instead of saying, hey, I want to buy some stock or some Bitcoin or some silver at whatever the current price is, we do a limit order instead. So we set our own price of what we want to buy or sell at. So it could be either above the current price or it could be below the current price. So what I'm going to demonstrate today is I'm going to set up some buy transactions where if the prices drop to my price, then it will buy them. Okay, prices go up and down, so I'm going to place an order that says, look at that, down. When it gets down to here, I want to buy low, sell high. Okay, now you can also do limit orders when you're selling KAUs, KAGs, or Bitcoin or Ether, whatever. You can also do it on the sell side where you can say, look, if the price gets up to this and I want to sell, or if it gets down to this, I want to limit my losses and I want to sell as well. As you can see here on the screen, I pulled up the current silver price. It's a Sunday evening and not a lot of activity, but down a little bit. So we're at $25.10 US dollars. Okay. I've already logged into Kinesis, and we are going to start on the mint side. So remember, there's two ways to buy gold and silver in Kinesis. You can do it through the minting process, see one of my other videos, or you can do it through the money process. Now, there are a couple of differences, but one of the big differences is on the money side with Kinesis Money, you can buy any amount of gold or silver you want. There's no restrictions on how big or small the transaction is, as long as you have already deposited that amount of cash. All right. On the mint side, you have to, it's a separate deposit transaction into a separate account, and when you mint, you have to mint at least 100 grams of gold or 200 ounces of silver at a time. So here we go. So let's go into minting. Click over here. Remember I told you minting has been integrated in now. All right, here's my available funds, $4,924. And I've already done the math and I've decided what my limit price is going to be. So I want to buy silver today. So I'm going to buy silver. Now, here it is. I'm going to click on buy. Now you've got a choice. You can do a market price or you can do a limit price. Now remember, a market price is, I don't care what the price is, I want to buy right now. A limit says, I want to buy it only at my price. Okay? So I'm going to do a limit order, and I'm going to buy one contract of 200 ounces of silver, and my price is going to be $24.50. $24.50. All right, so that's, oops, .50. Okay. So order total is 400, and I'm cutting it really close there. Yeah, let me back it. I just don't want to. I want to make sure I didn't mess up the fees at all. So let's go with $29.45. All right. Okay. That gives me a $10 cushion there. I just don't want to cut it too close and have. I don't know what happened if it tried to execute a transaction and I didn't have enough money. I'm not sure what would happen, but that's not a good thing. I don't want to violate the trust with the Kinesis people. So, okay, this is it. It's pretty simple, right? So I specified a limit order, buying one contract. Here's the price. Don't buy it unless the price swings by $24.45. And there is a fee of $22 for the transaction, which is, again, the lowest premium I know of in the industry. So I'm buying 200 ounces of silver for a premium of $22. That is just amazing, right? I mean, that's like, what, 1/100th of what you would buy from a dealer or something. So anyways, all right, of course the difference is I'm not taking possession of it. Kinesis is putting it in their vault for me. Okay, so I'm going to confirm this. Confirm. And there's the fees. Are you sure you want to do this? I'm going to mint to that. I'll block out that account when I put it on screen. Okay, limit order placed. You can see that. So now if I go over here to the orders tab, you'll be able to see that I have placed this order for that, and it's going to sit there, and then when it executes, whenever it executes, I don't care when it executes, I'll get an email saying, hey, hit your price, transaction happened. So there it is. Okay, that's it. So that's the minting side. Now let me go ahead and show you on the money side. So I'm done in minting, so I'm just going to close this minting tab on my browser. Okay, so now if you look here, here's my US cash. I do not have enough money to do the next transactions I want to do. So I'm going to take some of my silver here. I'm going to sell some silver, approximately $200 worth, and we'll go from there. So $200 is going to be about 10 ounces of silver, 10 KAGs. Okay, now there's multiple ways to do this, right? You got a sell thing here and all that. You have more flexibility, so I'm going over to exchange. I could sell my silver right here, but you can't do a limit order right here. See that? There's no option for a limit order. So I'm going to go over here to the exchange. Now, so what's my pair? I'm converting KAGs, Kinesis silver, into US dollars. And then after I do that, then I'll do my Bitcoin purchase using US dollars to Bitcoin. All right. So if you look through here, I'm not aware. I don't think there's a. Let's do a search on KAG. KAG. I don't think I can go directly from silver to Bitcoin. Ooh, I can. Look at that. Wow. Okay, I've never tried that before. All right, I'll experiment with that later. I told you we're doing this video streamed is one thing without any breaks, so I'm going to do it the way I know how to do it, and I'll experiment with this later. But I'm going from silver US dollars, so I'm going to sell. See over here on the right, I'm going to sell. And now this time I want to do a market order right now because I want to raise some cash right now. So I'm going to do market. And it says here's what it's at, $25.10. We already knew that. So how many dollars worth do I need? Well, I need about $200. All right, so I'm going to sell, and this thing calculates it here, and it's gonna cash out 7.96 KAGs, which is ounces of silver, equivalent ounces of silver. It's going to sell that and do cash. All right, gives me a warning, which I'm fine with. All right, so I clicked on OK. So now, let's go back to my dashboard. If I click on US dollars again, now I have more. Now I have $276 instead of the 76 I had before. So, okay, so now I have the money to do what I wanted. All right, let's go back to the exchange here. In this case, I'm going to enter a limit order to buy Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin's been doing this swing between like $37,000 and $42,000 recently. So I'm going to try to buy low, accumulate to my collection, my pile. By the way, part of my New Year's resolution for 2022 is to accumulate some Bitcoin and Ether. So I've dabbled with other cryptos and lost just small dabbling here, but let me show you actually. So just have not been successful at it. And here's my balance. So what I did was I deposited $150 into Coinbase and just experimented with some coins. So as you can see here, I bought Cardano, $50 worth. I lost half of it. Zcash, I lost a little bit more than half of it. Aave, I lost most of it. So my $150 has turned into $74. So I've been pretty, I started small, experimenting, and obviously I don't know how to pick cryptos. I'm not very good at that. I don't know why a certain coin would go up in value. So, but Bitcoin, I understand why that one might go up in value. Ether, I figure even if it doesn't go up in value, I can at least turn it and use it and buy something with it, or use it for gas fees or something. So anyways, all right, so I've decided this year I'm going to accumulate some Bitcoin and Ether just slowly throughout the year. I set up a schedule. If the price is below a certain amount, I'll invest a little bit. My goal at the end of the year is to have maybe $3,000 or $4,000 worth of Bitcoin or Ether. I'm not a big player in cryptos, right? I'm just learning how to do this. I'm just getting started, but I felt that this was the year that I wanted to accumulate some and start to hold it for long term. So that's what I'm doing here. And again, Kinesis is the tool that I'm using to do it. Coinbase here is fine, except $5 a transaction. $5. So if I like these $50 transactions I did, I lost $5 just in fees with Coinbase. So that's not good. All right. So anyways, so here's my money. So let's go ahead and set up an order to buy Bitcoin. Now, I do this through the exchange. If you're doing a limit order, you want to do it through the exchange. All right. Now I'm going to show this 1 month calendar here. And if you look at this, you can really see the cyclicality here. So here we're at what, 39 down to 37 something, 39, 37, 44, 38, 42. Okay, so I need to pick a price here. So I am going to be pretty aggressive on this. So I'm going to go with about $39,000. So I'm going to set up a limit order. If the price of Bitcoin, next time it drops to $39,000, go ahead and buy this. So that's the transaction I want to set up. Okay, now let's do it. Limit order. So I clicked on limit order. I don't know the quantity of Bitcoin. You could specify it this way, but I don't care. I'll let it compute it for me. So I'm going to go down here to the price of Bitcoin. What did I say? I said 39,000. 39,000. All right. And I want to invest a whopping $100. I'm a big spender, aren't I, on cryptos? Place order. Please advise you should place a limit order. Well, I am placing a limit order. Thank you for the warning. And there it is. That's my price. Now, my 22 cents. So remember, $5 per transaction on Coinbase? 22 cents here. 22 cents. Fantastic. I can live with that. So I'm going to place my buy order. Now, when you're done placing your limit orders, they show up down here in this order or open orders section. So you can see order history and you can see open orders down here. So that's it. So then whenever the price gets to my levels, it'll automatically purchase for you and send you an email, let you know that the transaction was done. So, all right. Well, thanks very much. I hope you found this helpful. Have an awesome day with God, you know. He loves you. All right. See ya.